Hello, and welcome. We are the Woman Crush Wednesday, 7 p.m. You know what time it is. It is the A-Team time. I am the first half of your hosts. I'm Amber. That right there is Amanda. Amanda, how you doing today?
I am good. I'm good.
Um,
It's a great day to be alive because my father got to come home today. Actually, he came home. Yeah. No, yesterday. He was
that
home
is awesome.
yesterday. So, yeah. Welcome home, Daddy. And we're so happy. Just keep fighting and getting stronger and stronger every day. But with that being said, we have a very special guest tonight. So, Amber, if you would like to introduce our guest, we'll bring him
So
on.
we have an exceptional director for the, get this, Texas Syndicate out of, are y'all ready? The Continental Football League. Y'all have not heard of that one for a hot minute. We've got Mr. Quincy Workman coming in, founding and directing Texas Syndicate Football, one of the teams that are out of the Continental Football League. And he's going to be giving us some insights on this grassroots, ground up, fan owned, can you believe it? League, and how we can not only participate, but possibly claim the title of ownership of a professional football team. Quincy, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. How about you guys?
I'm doing great. It's wonderful to
Good.
see you. I saw the Continental Football League. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Well, we are a developmental league that is revamping the 1960s league from back in the day.
Right. And I know that we've had some phenomenal players coming out of the COFL, right?
That is
Like
correct.
Mr. Walsh. I saw
Mhm.
that one. Mr. Bill Walsh was great. How about a couple of others? Can you name a few others for us?
I cannot.
Well, Ken Stabler
I
is
am.
also one,
I will be
as
honest.
well as Otis
I am
Sistrunk.
still learning a lot of the history about the
Yeah.
league myself. So, uh,
This was the attempt in the mid 60s to present a league outside of the NFL. And the great thing about this league is that it was going to be local businesses, local companies, and people, fans. So basically, the Green Bay Packers, but for an entire league. How did you become a founder and director for the Texas Syndicate?
well, last spring, I was involved with an organization that didn't go through, and I was talking with a few of the players that was with that organization, and they were like, "Well, you can. Why don't you try to start a team? If you start a team, we'll support you or whatever." So I did my research, asked around a little bit, and started a team.
That's
Freaking
great.
phenomenal. And
That's
what is the motto, so to speak, for Texas Syndicate?
Unite the hustle.
Unite the hustle. I love it. I love it.
Where did that originate from? What made you come up with that motto?
Talking with my son. He's a professional football player in Minnesota. He plays with the Duluth Monsters. He's also one of the reasons why I started the team itself, because he didn't have a lot of opportunities to play when he was at his four-year colleges because of school really wasn't his thing. So
Mhm.
while in JUCO, he came out the number 2 receiver in the nation. Then went back to 4-year, couldn't get on the field, so he had to find an alternative route to continue his career in playing football. And a lot of the leagues liked him at tryouts, but they kept telling him, "We need to see you with outdoor film. You don't have enough outdoor film to evaluate you." So when the opportunity came for me to try to put an outdoor team together, here it goes. And the reason why it's Unite the Hustle, because we got to hustle. I'm a one-man show. Unlike a lot of the other groups and a lot of other teams that will be announced, I don't have a group of people behind me backing me. So I got to get out here and hustle to get everything that we got to get for the team. So that's why I rally
I'm
call.
I'm loving it.
How important is football to you?
It's very important. It's a good avenue for a lot of our young people to, stay out of trouble and continue their careers. Um, in our communities, a lot of kids are groomed to play football. They're very, very lucky if their parents groomed them to play football and be a professional. But a lot more are groomed to play football. And then after high school or after college, a lot of them are lost because before now we really didn't have a lot of avenues for people to play. I mean, it's amazing that the arena leagues are starting to grow as much as they are. So a lot of these kids are finding other outlets. And then, with the exception of overseas teams starting to allow us to come over there and play with them, it kind of filled that void a little bit. But we need to find a void to fill here in the States. Stop letting our kids go overseas to try to get quality film and just bring them back home so they can play in front of their families.
Quincy, I really respect you for that answer because I think that speaks volumes for Texas Syndicate in itself for the fact that you're allowing another opportunity for these children, and what positive way to do it than to play football and know that there's an outlet out there that you can utilize in a good, positive way. So I think that that's great. I wanted to say that. I wanted to also ask you, how important is having the community of each team involved in this process? How important is that?
Very important. They are the driving force. If you don't have the community backing, how are you going to have a team? I mean, you can go out there and play, but nobody wants to play in an empty stadium.
Right.
And for me, in my train of thought, like I said, I am new to this, so I don't have a lot of the, traditional thought paths on how we should be doing things. If I can't get my players to say, hey, yay, kiss babies, build relationships with the kids and the people in the community to have them come and support them, then I don't know how else to do it.
Absolutely.
And it's amazing to me that you're bringing that community in there. I'm wanting to know, Syndicate, the Texas Syndicate, they're based in Central Texas, and as a veteran, Fort Hood is pretty close. Can you tell me if there's going to be any impact from veterans and that area, especially for the Texas Syndicate?
Well, actually, I do have to go to Fort Hood for my regular 9 to 5 on the 28th. I'm actually helping to install a new sterilization system at Darnell Hospital. So while I'm down there, I will be trying to make some connections with some of the people on post, the MWR, and a few of the other organizations to try to, push their issue and see how we can all work together.
That's amazing.
Quincy, how are you finding the time to do this? You're working your everyday job and then you're doing this. Like, why, first off? And then you were talking about your son a little bit. Can you kind of tell us a little bit about how important it is to you being a father, helping him through this?
It's very important because I want to be a positive role model for him and his friends if possible. I mean, it's not really just him because with him playing football, they have, a football team is close knit. And once you find one at your house, you're going to find all of them at your house. So just being in their lives and involved and, letting them go through some trouble, but, making sure they don't fall too much is really big. My father was really big into my life. My brothers are really big into their kids. Like it's something that's ingrained through our grandparents that's how we're supposed to raise everybody. So it's that's just how it is. A country boy from South Carolina.
Yeah, and how do you do this with your everyday job?
So with my everyday job, my bosses are amazing. And with me being an equipment planner, I have a little bit of downtime throughout the day to be able to do other things. as long as I have my phone and my computer readily available when they need something pulled up, they really allow me to do what I need to do. So
Well,
that's
that's
why,
very
but
nice.
soon I will be traveling a little bit more. And once that starts, I will be relying heavily on my general manager and my head coach to be doing a lot of the things. Right now, I just want to try to lay the foundation so that I can push off, let them handle everything, and then I just come in when needed.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm looking at this, and I know you guys are going to be based in Austin, but you're also, working with communities in the local area outside of Austin. What are some of the things that you have seen that you think the Texas Syndicate can make an impact on?
Volunteering a lot, being able to get into the school districts and mentoring the younger kids, younger high school kids, because a lot of the high school kids are looking to be where they're at, get to college, play, and try to play in the pros. So we will be trying to establish a mentorship program once I start getting guys into the area, start finding more, get the team more gelled. We'll start working with a lot more communities from San Antonio to Austin to New Braunfels to Pflugerville to Round Rock. Wherever they will allow us to come, we will be there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm an Army veteran. My husband's an Army veteran. So to see that kind of an impact automatically piqued my interest. And I know Texas, among many other states in the US, are very much dedicated to veterans and helping and working with veterans. Do you see yourself possibly reaching out to like maybe some of the veteran hospitals for that community impact? Or maybe some of the other VAs. I know we have VetComp and Penn. That's an organization that helps to up ratings for disabled veterans. And I know that we have some outside veteran resources that could possibly be utilized to kind of help push this along. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh yeah, well, as a veteran-owned business, because I did 23 years in the Army myself, we will be trying to partner with the VBOS, the VOBC, the veteran-owned business companies, to see how we can all partner together. So that is something that we will be in the works, probably starting around January timeframe, after we conclude all our trials and try to get the team more together. And I have a little bit more bandwidth to expand out a little bit more. Then that's one of the initiatives that we're going to try to put into fruition.
That's wonderful. I know that the COFL commissioner, Mike Kelly, he says that the league's not looking to compete with the NFL, but however, he's trying to basically fill a void that the NFL has not necessarily tapped into. Do you think that with the way colleges are starting to pay the players, that the COFL could be an impactful resource for the NFL in the future?
I believe so. The NFL is the only sports organization that does not have a true farm system per
Right.
se. Basketball has it, soccer has it, baseball has it. The NFL relied on college for so long that they kind of thought that was going to be it, but it's really not, because you have a lot of good players that, for some reason or not, I say again, my son is one example, don't get on the field and don't get seen. So I feel, and as long as Mr. Kelly, and he's doing a phenomenal job, we build the right relationships with the executives in the NFL and the scouts and everything. I think our guys will get a fair shot with opportunities. It's one of the main reasons why our seasons is built the way it is too. So our season should end right at around the beginning time when training camp should be starting, and also when the CFL is at the halfway point where they start bringing players in. So we can't forget about the CFL as well, because that's one of the people that we're trying to partner with as well.
So I wanted to ask you, what will the COFL do that will set you aside from those other leagues like CFL, UFL, etc.?
Well, I can't really say set us apart from the CFL because we're trying to get our players there. But as far as the other leagues, we know our place. We know that we want to be a feeder to the major league. So we're not trying to run in their toes. We're not trying to become bigger than what we are. We understand that we are the little brothers trying to help out the big brothers. You know what I'm saying? So we want to stay in our place. One other thing is, like I said, we're community ran. The community will be heavily involved. Each team will have an advisory board of local leadership to help advise the team on things that we need to do. Like I said, my team per se, I can't speak for all the rest of them per se right now. We will be out in the community as much as possible.
I also think that shows these other leagues, the fact that you're out in the community doing things too. I think that shows these other leagues that that's extremely important and that you feel that role should be done.
Yeah, I think it's a forgotten art. We've lost touch with human touch and human interactions with our phones and computers and everything. So I think it's a little bit refreshing. I think a lot of people will like it and enjoy it. And once we start doing it again, it might grow on everybody.
Absolutely.
Well, I love when I think of COFL, I think of the history of it, because I mean, it was a very short-lived league back in the late 60s, but the impact that Texas made in 69 was phenomenal. I mean, you had like the Dallas Rockets, you had the West Texas Roughnecks, you had the San Antonio Toros, the Titans, the Braves. I mean, there was a big impact, including an international team from Mexico, the Aztecs. Are you looking, as the first team in the Southern Division of COFL, are you looking to try to do an expansion of that magnitude? Not early on, but maybe sooner than later down the line throughout Texas? Or are you just trying to keep it a smaller type team in Texas and spread out to other states?
Well, the premise of the league, per our commissioner, is that we want to have a short commute between teams.
Okay.
So we're looking at around an 8-hour radius. So being in Texas, 8 hours really isn't.
It's not a lot.
It's not really far. So
yeah, you'll spend 6 of them just getting out of Texas. That's for sure.
Between the lines. We're going to try to get a lot of Texas teams, if possible, or right around the border in Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana. But I could foresee probably a few more Texas teams coming on to build out that true rivalry and regional feel that the commissioner wants. He wants fans to be able to get in their car and travel with their team, not have to get on the airplane and fly over or, break their bank trying to support us. He wants to be able to do all that together. So I really commend and I love the fact that he wants to keep everything close, tight knit.
Speaking of breaking the bank, I wanted to ask, how can the community help you all? How can the community help the Texas Syndicate?
Oh, well, plenty of ways, because they can sponsors. We will be offering a lot of sponsorship packets if possible. Like I said, we will be kicking off our community initiatives where they can buy into the team if they would like. Hopefully around November, December timeframe, once we get all the paperwork and stuff ironed out. Spread the word. Follow us on our socials, and just get out there and support us. When we put something out, come out, or better yet, invite us out. If you got anything going on, hit us up. We answer. I answer pretty quickly sometimes, as long as I'm not doing anything else. And if I don't answer, my general manager is right there to do the same thing. So we're very open, transparent, and easy to talk to.
Where can people find that info, Quincy?
We're on all social media platforms at Texas Syndicate FB.
Okay.
So, and on all platforms.
It's wild that you're saying that, because I literally just popped an idea in my head. Hey, Amanda, wonder if Mr. Jefferson and that combine that's happening early January would be a good connection for Mr. Quincy to establish.
In fact, I am so happy that you brought that up, because Quincy, I will be sending you some information. We are going to a gridiron showcase in Dallas, Texas, coming up in January. And Mr. Jose Jefferson is the one kind of spearheading this whole thing. And it is very cool and would be a really good opportunity for you and for others as well. So I will pass that information along to you, most definitely.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Yes. Yes.
Now,
Jose will be excited.
We've got that showcase going on in January with Mr. Jefferson, but tell us about any events that you've got going on, or maybe some of the other teams in the COFL might have going on that we as fans might be able to participate in. Let's go through Texas.
Well, first on Sunday, we'll be in League City for our first tryout of the year. So we're trying to have a few giveaways for people that come out and support. We know that it's our first one, so we might not we're hoping to get a crowd, but we've got to be realistic. It's the first one and we're starting out. So any support that we have, we will greatly appreciate it. We're going to have a few things to give away. And you can meet me, meet my general manager, and some of the potential players. We will also, me and my general manager was actually just talking about this, and we will probably be implementing a survey tonight or in the morning to give the community the opportunity to pick where our next trial is going to be and which day.
What?
So, like I said, what better way to get the community to buy in and the players? And hey, you might get to choose what day and which city we'll be in for November. So we're trying to do a little bit things just different to draw some excitement,
Phenomenal.
You guys get to hear that first because we literally was just texting and talking about that right before I got on.
Hey guys, an ATeam exclusive right here. You heard it first. Speaking of the ATeam, definitely will be out there Sunday, over the weekend, Sunday the 19th of October from 2 to 4 in League City, right?
Yes.
We're going to be out there kind of introducing press and interviewing some of the players. Mr. Quincy has been very gracious to allow me full access. So me and my camera guy are going to be out there interviewing various players, various coaches, other staff members to kind of give you a little bit of insight in the COFL and what you all can expect in the future.
And we appreciate you. Like I said, we're a very transparent organization. I'm a very anybody can tell you I'm an open book. I don't hide anything. I've learned a long time ago. It's better to just be upfront and honest than try to be sneaky and hide. It's too much stuff you got to remember, and it's not even worth it.
Well, I'm excited that we told you about the Gridiron Showcase, because I know that you would definitely be perfect to go to that. So I will definitely make sure that I get that sent over to you. And also, before we let you go, I wanted to ask you, an online store is going to be coming soon. Is that correct?
We already have one.
Oh, okay.
It's store.texassyndicategroup.com.
Okay.
Or if you go on the website, texasyndicate.com, texasyndicate.group.com, there's a link to our store. We have a little bit of limited merchandise right now. That's one other thing that I put out on a couple of shows ago. If the fans got any type of designs that they might want on a shirt or think about, I'm open to put them on shirts. I mean, this is a community fan-led league. So why shouldn't we let the fans design some of my merchandise?
I love it. I also love that the transparency is there. I love the fact that the players are in the communities, helping their communities. I'm especially ecstatic about it being veteran owned and operated, and you're getting that in there, as well as giving an opportunity for local businesses, organizations, and even fans of football to jump in and be able to go, I'm an owner of a football team. What are you doing in life? I think that's freaking phenomenal. Quincy, thank you so very much for coming out. For anybody else that would love to reach out to Quincy, whether it's a player that could be interested or a organization that would love to do any kind of sponsorships, businesses, or even fans, feel free to reach out via Facebook at Texas Syndicate FB. You can go to Instagram at Texas Syndicate FB, and you can go to the website, which is www.texassyndicategroup.com. All one word, no little alphanumeric funnies or anything like that. You see in the comments that we've got the store, so you can go in and buy merch. And man, Quincy, thank you so much for just coming up and sharing and spreading the word. We're definitely ready to be the best women's podcast out there helping to promote this league and everything that you're doing. I love it. I'm feeling the passion already, and I'm looking forward to everything Texas Syndicate has to offer.
Thank you. We hope we will not disappoint you guys.
Thank you so much, Quincy, and we cannot wait to also have your son on our show one day too. So
oh yeah, he's getting
be
ready
on the
to be
lookout for that. Look at him. He's going.
Oh, okay. You're gonna try to catch him, huh?
Oh yeah.
Oh man. We'll wait for that just for a little bit, but yeah. Thank you.
Let's get him on a team first, right?
Oh well, no, he's staying in Minnesota. He's not gonna come down for
the
league. No, the Minnesota Monsters is a wonderful organization. They're ran very well. Me and the owner have a very good relationship. He's one of my mentors, and I like what I'm trying to model. A lot of the things I do after some of the things I've seen them do in their program. So he's in good hands up in Minnesota. If he wasn't, he would have been back down here. But he's in good hands up there.
Wonderful to hear. Quincy,
we'll tell him we wish him the best too. So
thank you. Will do.
Yes.
All right, Quincy. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful day, sir.
Okay.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm stoked.
What is this? First Lady of Football, Amber.
How cool is that?
I know.
I mean,
I know.
First team in the Southern Division, right? You've got the veteran aspect back there, which I'm about, right? The fact that they're bringing the COFL back, oh man, this is going to be phenomenal.
Love that the fans, fans love to be involved in things and be engaged in things, and the fact that this is a family thing. Families can have a stake in a team. It could be like a family unit type thing, which I think is amazing in itself too. I know that if we could have a stake in like the Vikings or whatever, if we even had the budget to do that, I know that my father would be game for that. But it's things like that we all do as collectively as a family. It's just so special that you could definitely do.
Now, I don't know if y'all remember the name of this commissioner for COFL, Mike Kelly. Okay. This man is phenomenal. He has coached over 45 years of football with experience in college, Canadian, NFL, and get this, XFL. So he knows what it's like to get into the large conglomerate, which is NFL, all the way down to smaller, in-depth kind of niche spaces like XFL and everything in between. So he's dealt with veteran players. He's dealt with new, fresh out of the box, college, high school, all of that kind of stuff. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. He's worked with the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, with Philly Eagles, the Washington Redskins back in the day, right? Remember those? And the Orlando Rage in the early 2000s with the XFL. So to see all of this come together, he's the collegiate programs are Valdosta State and Widener University. I'm looking forward to seeing what he's got to offer. I did a little bit of digging, right? He says, and I quote, "Football has always been more about the stadium, lights, more than the stadium lights and Sunday television. It's about the communities, the opportunity, and building a bridge for athletes who have been overlooked. When I saw that, I was hooked.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm loving it. I'm
Everybody
so
deserves
for
a
it.
chance. All right. So moving on.
Yeah.
I got a little question for you. So,
Ruh-roh.
as we all saw, John Trey Kirkland is
Yeah.
now with the Dallas Renegades.
He is.
And you have Brandon Smith with Perez. How do we
Yep.
feel about that as a way soon speculation, Amber?
I'm looking forward to seeing what Kirkland has to offer for the Renegades. I know he had a huge impact with the Roughnecks in Houston. Him and Harris is also with the Renegades, so that's going to be a great little combo there. I know that he got his introduction into the NFL with the Saints, and was working with them a few times. We actually went to New Orleans for a game. I actually got to see him before the game, and to have his face light up knowing that he's got true fans that are following his career was one of the greatest joys of that day. I mean, he's a great young man. His family is amazing. And I'm looking forward to seeing what he's going to produce out of Dallas here in the future with the UFL in the next season. I was wishing he'd come back to Houston, but of course, can't always get what you want. However, I will cheer for Mr. Kirkland with the Renegades and look forward to seeing what he has to offer.
Yes, and I want to give a big shout out to Mr. Rapoli himself. I have to say, he's ever since the announcement has been made, he's really hit the ground running from an aspect of he's done a lot of interviews with getting the word out. He's also done these meet and greets like in Louisville and all the other areas too. So, I mean, what are your thoughts on that, Amber? Like in Orlando, we went to Orlando.
He's
Like
gone
the
to the new
thoughts,
cities.
yeah.
I want to see if he's willing to face the older cities and speak to the local press out there. Is it just going to be with the new stuff? Is he just looking at the fresh, fun faces that and kind of staying away from some of the older remnants? You know, I'm especially wondering if he's ever going to make that trip out to Houston to explain the only question I have to ask. Why change the name for Houston?
Honestly, the more I think about it, I think it was a way for the league to keep the team collectively in Houston, but they felt that after the last few years, Houston as a team, let's be honest, hadn't been great, right?
True.
And I think that they felt that that was maybe a way to revamp the team, but keeping the team
And keep
in
it in
Houston.
Houston. However, with all of the hoopla that's been going on, I have yet to see any kind of marketing. Have you? I've seen national UFL snippets for the 2026 season, but outside of actually digging, so unless you're in the know of what UFL is, have you seen any billboards or local commercials or?
That's the one thing I have to say that as far as marketing goes that I'm honestly disappointed in is that I think that I haven't seen anything like that out unless you're not, if you're on social media, which a lot of people are, I understand that. But there's times where I'm driving in my car and I'm just listening to the radio. I mean, I haven't heard anything even over the radio. I haven't seen or heard anything even on like Sirius XM or anything like that. They're just different outlets that I feel like could be utilized in that respect. Even driving to work with billboards and stuff like you were saying, Amber, I haven't seen anything like that. Hell, I don't even care at this point. You put a flyer on a window. I mean, honestly, this is the time where you could be partnering with DoorDash. I don't know how many people are out door dashing on a daily, and you can literally put something in their food with a QR code to the UFL.com. It's things like that I feel like that's the kind of marketing that I really feel like should be happening at this moment in time. But again, Mike Rapoli is not, some idiot. He knows obviously what he is doing. And I have all the faith in the world with him so far with even everything that's been going on. I just think that a little thing like that, door dashing or whatever, would be a little extra, something.
Yeah, for sure. I was looking at possibly, local high schools because let's face it, colleges are paying the players now. So where are you going to get your players from if they're not going to be paid at the level of a collegiate? I mean, I'm telling you right now, some of these star players in some of these colleges are making some bank.
But it's even to let these high school players know that, hey, we're here to stay. We're here. Like if the whole college thing, doesn't really pan out for you and this is still your dream, this is another opportunity. I understand that there's a stigma that you want every child or whatever to go to college, right? But I'm a hairstylist. I didn't go to Alabama or Ohio State or whatever. I went to cosmetology school. Please tell me how that's any different than going from that to playing in like the UFL or playing for Texas Syndicate. Honestly, sometimes it's things like that you have to pound the pavement as much as you can when you're younger because your time's ticking when it comes to football.
Yeah.
And if you can start at that age to start working your way up and you want that to be your career and sustainable career, hey, why not?
Time to unite that hustle, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, why not? Why not?
No, I'm just curious to see if he's actually going to go to some of the other cities, St. Louis or even Frisco for the Dallas Renegades, here in Houston. I mean, they're opening a whole new stadium. I would think a whole new stadium, a whole new team name, a whole new look would be the perfect opportunity for one of the major owners of the league to put an impact out there, to make his face known and to present it.
And on that note, and here's what I'll say to that comment, is that I think that, and from what I've seen so far, I think he's wanting this to be a complete reboot, like a refresh. You know what I mean? Not a reboot, but a refresh kind of situation to where I could picture and see him doing that. I could see him going to every single one and basically letting the fans know, hey, we're sorry that we didn't make this happen then, but this is now. So this is where we are. So I could see that happening for sure.
And I think that if he does do something of that nature and at least listen, give the opportunity, even if he doesn't say a word, just give an opportunity for the fans to approach and gripe it out and vent, so to speak. Go, look, I get it. I understand. Like, I can't say I get it, but it's one of those, come see me and let me vent to you, or ignore me and make me feel as though I'm less than to begin with. And going to these new cities to introduce the new teams, because let's face it, Houston is a new team. Like, I mean, it's the same players. We get that, but it's a new brand in a new stadium. So outside of it having a previous team in a different stadium with a different brand, how much farther off the mark are we compared to Orlando? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I understand that. I wanted to ask this to you real quick. Did you see the interview with Travis Kelce and Jason Kelce with The Rock?
Yeah. For what?
So okay, this has been bugging me all week. Okay, so The Rock is an owner or has a stake in this league. Okay. When Travis Kelce asked him about the UFL, he said UFL team. Rewind. It may have been, a oops
Freudian
moment,
slip.
but I'm like, if you know what UFL stands for, then you would know that this is a league, right?
Especially if you were here from the ground up and rebooted it yourself.
And then after he asked, The Rock's face almost looked like he was blindsided. Like, how, kind of like, really? Like, out of all the questions you could ask me, you asked me that?
Right.
So then he proceeds to, his comment is the part that kills me the most. And his response. His response could not have been more the same as exactly what he said when he took over the XFL to now, was saying that this is a league of opportunity and the things that, like, I just was like, I wanted to claw through my phone.
I know.
I'm just like, the things that I've been hearing from Mike Rapoli, right? And then listening to this interview with The Rock.
Right.
I was doing one of these numbers, like, are we like,
well,
are we?
But
let's
look at it from that ownership. For Mike Rapoli to go out there and say what he's saying, interview after interview, brand after brand, city after city, entity after entity, making sure that he's pushing this now that he's involved, versus The Rock, who we saw had that kind of passion in the beginning. It's kind of just fizzled out. Yet, I mean, there's one of the comments right there, and he kind of just took the words out of my mouth. The hardest worker in the room. Are we sure? Like,
the quote that the UFL picked up is the part that gets me the most.
Yeah.
To create opportunities for players is the greatest feeling in the world. Well, no shit. Are you serious?
I mean,
serious?
Let me throw it out.
Anything that you could say, that's the quote that you have.
Here's what I'm looking at, and this is
mind-blowing.
I know I'm never going to ever meet Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I get it. Fine, whatever. But this is what I'm going to say. This man failed in the NFL. He didn't do anything outside of the Miami Hurricanes, right? For a season. And he's trying to relive his glory days. It reminds me of the beer leagues in co-ed softball. And you've got these guys that are like, oh, I did this. Or like Al Bundy, who had 4 touchdowns in one game. Like, it's that kind of mentality that I'm seeing, where there's not any real drive or passion or motivation even. He's not out there with the players. He's not going to the practices to show them what the opportunity can bring. He's not even doing half the legwork that Mike Rapoli is doing on the interviewing public junket for press that is out there with this whole revamp. So I'm sitting here wondering, I mean, come on, we've seen Danny Garcia do more than we have The Rock. I'm wondering when he's finally just going to take a step back and go back to WWE. We get it. You're the final boss, the hardest worker in the room. Present the opportunity for players. Go make another Fast and Furious movie and leave us alone.
I mean, he is a very good actor. I will give him that. He is a very good. He is a very good actor. But I just think that for the UFL's sake moving forward, I just feel like if you're going to include him and want him to be included in the management of in the ownership role of a team, why wouldn't you want the community to also feel that from him too?
Even better, if he's such a great actor, maybe y'all should give him some lines to memorize. That way, when he is blindsided with a peppering of a UFL mention, that he would actually have something positive and impactful to say.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry we got on our little rock rant, but I think that just means that people they want it. And honestly, it's not a bad thing. That means the fans of the UFL really would love to see The Rock back. You know, like they feel like that they started this journey of after Vince owned it. Then you come in and you take over it as a part of WWE when Vince owned it. You take over, so then you have all those wrestling fans excited, intertwined with football fans, and now he done pissed them all off.
Right?
You know what I mean? Like, it's like you had the perfect nugget right there, and then it just fly
You
away.
had the perfect opportunity to bring some of the most dedicated fans, some of the most loyal fans from WWE wrestling into football and show them that, hey, there's another awesome sport out here that you too can spend your money on, get behind, and enjoy. Because I promise you, people have watched wrestling for decades and have gone to events and have purchased the merch. We need that in the UFL.
Here's the biggest thing. We've obviously seen a lot of new leagues wanting to start taking off, right? And we wish them all the best of luck. But here's the deal too. If UFL caves, it's next man up. It's next man up for football players. It's next man up for leagues too. If one collapses, another one shall take its place.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, it's gonna be an interception. I'll be honest. If the UFL does not pay attention to how they do this time around, you're gonna have these leagues like the CFL, like the COFL that's up and coming again. They're gonna pick it up. They're gonna intercept it and they're gonna run it back for a pick six it. I promise you, they're gonna pick six it all the way back to the bank. And I would be here for it, living and smiling along the way. Why? Because I can sit here and say, I was in on the ground floor with the Texas Syndicate and the COFL, and they didn't make any changes. They haven't done anything outside that has taken my loyalty and my trust and just put it in a blender and ground it up and fed it to the pigs.
It's like a committee.
Yeah.
A bunch of people make decisions together. Collectively.
The fact that Mr. Workman said that from the get, we're going to see what the fans want to have our next, if you've got shirt ideas, bring them to us. How cool would it be to have a shirt idea or a merch idea on a website that you brought forth? Come on. Awesome.
And real quick too, I want to clarify a few things just from like some comments I've been seeing like on our page. We are not strictly just a Houston loving page. Okay. We are not just strictly a Battlehawks page. We are collectively a UFL love the league page.
Yeah, for sure.
And we're not one certain team by any means. So the fact that the Houston Gamblers are now Houston Gamblers, we're happy for them. We support their decisions because at the end of the day, it's a business. And we have no stake in that business.
Right.
All we have are our voices to help move the needle.
Yeah. And this is where you guys as fans come in. If you see a story and you want us to cover it, hey, point us in that direction. Let us know. Don't think that page is there just to see you put something up. We're paying attention too, and we're trying to get as many stories out there as we can because we are only the two women plus our producer in the background and a sprinkling of others along the way. We're looking for anything. So if y'all have got stories or want to see us kind of look into something, let us know. We're happy to do it, and it gives us more content. So we're not
If you're
going to
a
complain.
player and want to get your name out there and we can help you, please reach out to us for sure. We're really not scary people. Really
Yeah,
not.
you would think that these
With
big
Halloween coming,
athletic
you would think so, but really not.
that they wouldn't have such an issue with us. I mean, come on,
Mhm.
Quincy only saw us through, today's the first time we've seen each other.
Really not. Even though
Into it.
Halloween's coming up. Speaking
People
of
love
Halloween,
Halloween.
Amber, or do you dress up? What do you do for Halloween?
Halloween's my favorite time of year. I get
do
to
like
scare
Halloween.
kids and nobody can be mad at me for it. It's awesome.
See, the thing with scaring people is that if you scare someone, most likely you have what's coming to you.
It's all in good fun. So in our neighborhood, okay, so what I did last year.
Yeah, but my heart
I have a
issues
blow-up.
run in my family now, so no.
So I have that blow up. Y'all remember that T-Rex costume that was going around that got pretty viral? I got one. I blew it up. Halloween. I stuck it in by my front door with the bowl of candy, holding it. I'm in it, holding it, staying still, so everyone thinks it's like a lawn ornament. And then when they get close to get the candy, I roar and I take the little mouth that's above me and bop them on the head with it. And I mean, it's not anything blood curdling, I'm not trying to make it look like any kind of a weird crime scene or horror movie or anything like that. These are kids, and the parents love it. So they'll post they'll get their cameras out and get ready for it. And yeah, we're pretty old school out in our neighborhood. We're knocking on doors and trick or treating with the rest of them. And it's a lot of fun. And yeah, we've got a couple of haunted houses out here. The local churches do a trunk or treat. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of that before. But yeah.
Yeah, we do those. Yeah, we do trunk or treats. Blake does not like candy. And I am not a proponent of saying to him, hey, let's go trick or treating. And he comes back with a big old bag of candy. And then I'm like, I'm not going to eat this.
Right.
And then next thing I know, I'm sitting there with Snickers and Reese's. And yeah, so it's not good.
What about I know with the autism, is Blake like wanting to dress up or even go door to door or anything like that?
He used to. The last time he dressed up, he was incredible. We were in the Incredibles. But honestly, he just I think he likes seeing the other kids dressed up. But no, he likes Thanksgiving. He does like Thanksgiving a lot, but he does love Christmas. I wonder why.
Of course, all the kids love Christmas.
Spoiled
no,
rotten.
I'm going to have grandchildren. I'm going to have nieces and nephews. I'm going to have my goddaughter's first Halloween. We'll see, but we're going to have kids just running around crazy, collecting candy.
I love
and
that.
Then I always make it a point. I don't know if it's the mom in me, I guess, but I always make it a point to have my own bag of mixed candy to give to my trick-or-treaters because I know that candy is safe. So they can munch on candy while they're trick-or-treating instead of trying to sneak it from their bag before I can check it. Not that we're terribly worried about it out here where we're at, but you can never be too careful. And our local VFWs will actually run it through the little X-ray machine as well. So it's kind of cool to see that they light up when they see the local fire truck out there doing their thing with the candy. So it's a fun other thing. I know that we recently had, not yesterday, but the week before, National Night Out. Did you get to participate in that?
No.
Oh, what? National Night Out was the government. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So it was a way for the local communities to take back the night from the criminal element and go out and meet your neighbors and let the kids play in the evening time. We had food trucks. There was, little giveaways. And, whether it's just getting together for a movie outside with popcorn or whatever, or just saying, hey, I'm your neighbor down this street. This is what I do. Oh, cool. This is what I do. Maybe we can trade off sometime. It's a fun, interactive way for communities to get together. We had ours. I had a blast. I know that y'all saw me last Wednesday with no background. I was at my son's and enjoyed that. Got to do some hiking and cooking and grilling and watching my Texas Aggies.
Well, listen.
No, it's a lot, right?
Your energy is very fathomable. What I'm trying to understand is the fact that I am younger than you, and I don't do this much stuff.
Oh, come on, get out there and live.
So
I'm just saying, Texas A&M is number 4 in college standings.
That's what I'm doing when I'm off work. When I'm at work and a client is sitting, I am watching. And then when I am off on Saturdays and Sundays, I am watching football. Yeah. I'm not doing anything else. Like, I'm literally, that's my weekend.
I watched the teams that I follow, and more injuries coming out of San Francisco 49ers camp.
It just sucks you in.
It does. That's where the grilling came in. We grilled some wings and some tater tots and had some football food while we're watching the game. And I love my son, bless his heart, but he is not a sports fan like mama. Which is why we went hiking, and I got to go to places like Jones Gap Falls, Marble Falls. Those, it was amazing to just unplug, detach the electronic umbilical cord, and just be in your thoughts and enjoy nature. I loved it phenomenally. The water from that fall tasted so good.
Yes. And that's one thing before we go this week that we want to say, definitely take time for yourselves. Definitely make sure that you do the things that you enjoy, love, and be around the people that you care about, and just take one day at a time, 1 minute at a time, one moment at a time.
For sure. And big shout out to Ed. Man, I'm glad to know that you are fighting like the champion. I know you are. Thank you so much for pulling through and for putting that big giant smile back on Amanda's face. And I look forward to seeing you and pestering the hell out of you. We're going to test how good that ticker got repaired.
Can't make him laugh too much yet.
But yeah, not just yet. There. It'll be a minute. Yeah. But we're definitely looking forward to seeing you back up and running soon, Ed. Just make sure that you're going through your recovery the right way and your PT the right way. Do it right the first time so you don't have to go back and do it again.
Yeah, I didn't say that. She did. So you can get mad at her. And with that being said, we are the A-Team, and we are out, and we will see you next Wednesday at 7 p.m. right here on the A-Team page. Check us out. Bye, everybody.